What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So I'm doing this quick video. I just want to show you guys this. I've been kind of holding out on this story, and we're going to have to follow it and see how far it goes. But let me show you the headline here, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about this in detail. So millions of Americans would get $3,600 payments in 2023 under new plan. And so that is what we're going to talk about today. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. We do daily videos here. So by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back to this article. And so what they're talking about here is the child tax credit. Now, I know there are people that watch my channel that they look at the child tax credit. It doesn't do anything for them. They don't have children, or their children are too old, so they wouldn't benefit from this. However, the child tax credit, this is a test. They did this test already for 6 months, and we could see it again. So this is one of those things where if this works, it could mean that they could implement this in other areas. And that's what we need to look at. So let's take a look at this child tax credit and how we could potentially see this in 2023. So just looking at this right now, when it comes to the child tax credit, what they've been talking about, you have politicians that have been talking about this for a while. Not a lot, but you do have some. And you have some on both sides. This could be a bipartisan bill. So what needs to happen is we have an omnibus bill next week. Okay, the bill to fund the government. And what they do with these bills in a lot of situations is they will add different parts to the bill. Okay, and this is one part that they're talking about adding. And what that would mean is instead of the $2,000 child tax credit that we have right now, because understand the child tax credit didn't completely go away. They just reduced it down to $2,000, or they actually reverted it back to $2,000, and they're no longer advancing the money to you early. So when you file your taxes, you can still claim the $2,000 child tax credit, but you just can't claim that $3,600 child tax credit that you could claim back when they were allowing the child tax credit, and they were advancing the money early, so there were monthly payments when it came down to it. So they want to get back to the monthly payments. They want to get back to the $3,600 level. And so that's what they're talking about here. Now, when it comes to the budget, the omnibus bill where they add these different plans in there, this is something that is being talked about. So you have politicians talking about this right now, but the only problem is they need to get 60 votes. And that's where this is hitting a dead end, because you have people like Senator Manchin, who is not, he doesn't want to move forward with another child tax credit. And you have other politicians as well. And so you need all the Democrats, and then you need 10 Republicans in the Senate in order to move this. Okay, now that's just to move it through the Senate. But once you get it through the Senate, you can pass it through the House. At least right now you can pass it through the House because Democrats still control the House. And so this is going to be the last bill that we see in 2022. And this is probably the last bill that we will see when it comes to any large legislation in the next 2 years because of split government. Split government is going to really cause some problems when it comes to bills like this because if you have, let's say the Senate wants to move forward with something, they can vote on it, approve it, and send it to the House. But guess what? If the House is opposed to it, it's not going anywhere. And right now, we're seeing just signs of how the House is going to be in 2023, and it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be very chaotic. And even McCarthy, who wants to be Speaker, he knows that it's going to be chaotic, and I'm interested to see how long he actually lasts as Speaker, because he might actually just say, you know what, I don't want to do this, because he has to wrangle everybody together. He has to keep everyone happy in the Republican Party, and that's going to be very hard because you have factions, you have moderate Republicans, you have Republicans that are very extreme, and he's going to have to be play the referee when it comes to this stuff, and it's going to be very, very hard for him. And when it comes to people like Speaker Pelosi, love her or hate her, she was able to get things done because she was able to wrangle everyone together and move forward and pass bills. But this child tax credit does have potential. You have senators like Mitt Romney who are in favor of something like this. They just want to have a job provision in there saying that you have to be working in order to qualify for this. And that's something that the White House is actually, they're okay with. At least that's the way they're talking right now, that they're okay with it. Now, the two major reasons that I'm talking about increasing the child tax credit is, the first reason is it worked. It actually did help bring children out of poverty. And so that was the whole goal there. Now, the second reason, and more importantly for people who watch my channel, the majority of people who watch my channel are retired or they're receiving Social Security. If it worked, if the child tax credit worked, we could see something in the future for seniors and people who are retired. And so that's where this really gets interesting, because if you're talking about bringing children out of poverty, you should also be talking about bringing elderly people out of poverty as well. And so that's something that we're going to have to wait. And like I said, the next 2 years is going to be very, very tough to move any legislation. But after that, we could be seeing a situation, because we'll have a different makeup in Congress in 2024, and we might have a different president in 2024. And so in 2024, things will be different. And so there could be an opportunity to move forward with something, some type of a tax credit for seniors and retirees. So we'll have to just follow the story, like I said. But I wanted to bring this to your attention just so you know this is something that they are talking about right now in this omnibus bill that we'll see them vote on, hopefully vote on next week. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.